Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got an exciting build where we're going to be putting a Ruger 1022 18.5 inch barrel into the Archangel 1022 Nomad stock. So this Nomad stock, just a quick thing about it. It came from Cabela's. I believe it's 399 bucks. They're quite hard to come by. I've been looking out for them on online now for a good couple of months and none have come available. And fortunately enough, I did manage to snag one today. So that will be really cool to put together and see what it looks like. This Ruger is just a normal 1022. It's got a black plastic stock, but it's all in there, all sealed up. So I'm going to get that out. The plan is not to show you the build on here, and I've never put one together before, and some of the reviews were saying that it can be quite challenging. So I'd like to get that done, and as soon as I've done it, I will come back and we'll go through it. So here we have it. The 1022 fitted into the Archangel stock. Now this thing I think looks absolutely amazing for a 22, especially with all the restrictions on firearms at the minute. It's quite hard to get your hands on a tactical looking rifle, but I think this really hits the sweet spot. Now I'll start off with the process behind getting this stock and 1022 together. Now, after watching a couple of reviews on YouTube on how to put it together, it's not actually too hard. There's only really a couple of bits of fiddly parts that really need to be done, and that's down in the trigger housing here, where you need to swap out the action release up the top here. You need to swap that for a different one, and then the extended magazine release is different to the standard one you get on the 1022. But other than that, there's no chopping or removing of any other parts, really, that need to be done. Now, I will note that on a couple of the YouTube tutorials on how to fit the Archangel stock, although very informative, there was a part in the stripping process where it was telling me to remove the bolt carry assembly from the actual firearm in order to fit it. I did have a problem with the rear bolt, which most people have seemed to be having a problem with looking online. It seems to be very stiff and quite hard to remove. So after a bit of investigating, I found out you can actually put it together without. So for anybody who is interested in getting one of these stocks, I would highly recommend getting a gunsmith to remove that pin if you are interested in stripping it down further. I wasn't too interested in doing so, so I left it and managed to put it in. It's as simple as 3 or 4 bolts, to be honest. You have, you stick the main body in, it fits really snug. This whole top receiver, this all comes off, slides off really easily. There's just a retaining bolt in the front here. As you can see on this side, it's all Allen keys. And it comes apart really easily. I've added a couple of extra bits on here that don't come with the stock. One of them being adding these side rails here, which was super easy. They actually came off an airsoft foregrip that I managed to pick up at a local airsoft shop for a couple of dollars, which worked really well. The scope mounts that I've got, well, the scopes that I have on here is Amazon specials. Apart from this one, I picked this up from the airsoft shop again, pre-owned for 70 bucks, so a good deal. It's a holographic. It's not too bad. It was actually used on my Mossberg shotgun before this, but I dedicated it to this cause. So looking at the actual stock then, what comes with it. So you get, if we start at this end down here, you actually have a removable fake suppressor. It's not an actual suppressor, it's just a piece of plastic that covers up the barrel. Doesn't make it look as tinny, it doesn't make it look like a 22. So that just slides on and fits on there quite snug. It doesn't move around or anything, which is really nice. As I mentioned before, these are aftermarket. It all comes the holes come pre-drilled. They're ready for that kind of thing anyway. So in the future, I might add maybe a laser on there. And down the bottom here, you've got a Picatinny rail for foregrips and stuff like that. Moving on back, as I mentioned, you got a Picatinny rail on the front. I did remove the front sight. I didn't really need it with the sight setup I've got here. Now, I did think that this was the only downside to the stock, was that this full cocking handle here, as you can see, is plastic and it doesn't move or anything. It's just there for aesthetics. From the side, it doesn't look too bad, but you change it like that and it looks a bit strange. Okay, moving back, the firearm is clear. Okay, so again, I really like this stock. It's really well put together and really solid. There's not a single loose part on it, which is really nice. And I've taken this out to the range already in the meantime after building it, and you'll see a couple of videos of me firing shortly. And it fires like a dream. I've never fired a 1022 before this, but it fires so nice in comparison to my other 22s that I have. So that's really, really cool. And it gets a couple of looks on the range as well, and it's a nice firearm. So you got your magazine well and your magazine release. Talking about the magazine then, it comes with a 10-round magazine. Again, I've seen a couple of reviews online about these having issues, feeding issues and stuff. I can honestly say I've put a couple of 100 rounds through it today after building it, and it cycled every single one of them without fault. I didn't have a single stoppage at all. And I was even using cheap, low-powered ammunition. I wasn't using stingers or anything. And yeah, we didn't have a single feed problem. Now, these are compatible with the standard 1022 magazines, the extended ones, not the rotary ones, because they'd get lost up in there. However, I think there is a groove in there, actually, looking at it now, where you may be able to put a rotary mag inside. So that's something that I can try and get back to you all on, maybe in a follow-up short video. Moving back then, you say everything is the same as a Ruger 1022 inside of here. There's no difference. This selector on both sides doesn't work. It's just there for show. In your pistol grip, you do have storage. I don't know what you'd want to put in there. So maybe a cleaning kit, if you could fit some kind of small cleaning kit in there. Obviously, it would rattle around. You have your folding stock with your, I believe these are swivel mounts for slings, but I'm not entirely sure. It folds back really nicely, super sturdy, and then that locks in there, and you've got yourself a smaller firearm. Now, another cool feature as well that I found when putting this together is you do actually have another storage compartment, which is a little bit bigger down the back here. Sorry about that. So yeah, it goes in a couple of inches, so you'll be able to put something a little bit more in there actually. I'm quite impressed with it. It clips back in, and then you just fold it out, click it back, and it's all good. If we turn the firearm over, like I said, you've got you have another mount there for a sling, I'm presuming. Again, it doesn't move, but it's good. You've got your serial number here, and then the same again, I put another Picatinny rail on the side. Now, overall, I would really recommend anybody who wanted a tactical 22 to go out and get one of these. They are on the slightly pricey side. However, I believe that they're well worth the investment. Hopefully nothing comes of stock bans with everything that's going on with the political side of things at the minute in Canada, especially after the Liberal government being voted in as the minority. But we shall see. All things considered, I would really recommend getting this, and I'll put in a video of me firing it at the end, and you guys can see. If you've got any questions, put it down in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I look forward to seeing you on the next build. Bye-bye.